CBS's Norah O'Donnell is at the airport. Norah, thanks for taking some time to tell us what you are seeing and what you are hearing there.
Yeah, I was just in Terminal C, exiting a plane. I was actually about to take off when the pilot came on the intercom and said, "Ladies and gentlemen, some terrible news. There has been an accident here at LaGuardia. There is now a ground stop here at LaGuardia." We sat on the runway for about half an hour. We have deplaned. I could see the plane about 300 yards from me, and as you have seen on TV, it looks like the plane is almost jackknifed, that the nose of the plane is hit that fence. I've actually now just walked. A source of mine had told me that they took the passengers to Terminal D here at LaGuardia Airport. I have just walked over to Terminal D. It appears that they're holding many of the passengers inside the Delta Sky Club, which of course is a place that you can hang out if you pay extra on a flight or whatever. It appears that they have them in there. There are dozens of NYPD officials here, police. This is inside the terminal. I do view one man who is on a gurney. He looks to be in okay condition. They are talking to him, but he is on the gurney. It looks like ready for transport. I walked by him. I said, "Are you okay?" He didn't want to talk to me. They are just about to wheel him out. But again, no significant injuries at this point. But it looks like they've got most of the passengers contained inside the Delta Sky Club to speak with them.
Nora, was there any concern on your behalf of flying in conditions like this?
You know, I was concerned, to be frank, Chris. My flight was scheduled to take off at 9:51. I was heading to Columbia, South Carolina for an interview. They de-iced the plane. It was a smaller jet. Then at about 10:55, before this collision happened, the pilot said, "We are number one for takeoff." We started taxiing. I thought, my goodness, it sure is slushy and crunchy on the runway. I thought, are we going to be able to pick up enough speed to take off? I thought, this doesn't seem right. You know, when you drive in your car, and almost like when you're in a mountain area and you can really feel that, almost if you need chains on your tires. That's what it felt like to me. I turned around and looked at my producer. I said, this doesn't seem right. And lo and behold, the plane stopped and the pilot came on and said, "We've got some bad news." And that's when he reported this collision.
And you were saying you actually saw the plane and it looked like it was jackknifed. We were talking to a former NTSB investigator saying it's possible that just icing on the roadway caused this problem.
Yeah, I think so. When I exited my plane, I asked the pilot what happened. He said it may have been ice, but I don't know. From my vantage point, it looks like the plane jackknifed. It is perpendicular to the runway from my vantage point. You know, clearly a plane is not headed in the direction of a fence like that, right?
Yeah.
So it appears to have slid and turned to some degree, and that's why it ended up. And the pictures I can see now, because I'm inside a terminal, I can see what they're showing on television. At least from my vantage point, seeing it eyes on 300 yards out, the nose of the plane appears even more elevated than it does on television.
Yeah, it's up a significant embankment, and the nose of the plane it's pierced the fence right up until about the A on the Delta, which is obviously on the front of the plane. It's you know, it's in a precarious spot right now, and we're. Nora, excuse me for 1 second. We're crediting video here. This is from Larry Donald. This is the starting tight end of the New York Giants who was on this flight, number 84, if you are a football fan. He was en route to Giant Stadium today to sign his contract tender. And Larry, we can report, is safe, and he's taking this. We're crediting him here. Obviously, this is his video. A number of passengers who have deplaned have stopped and tweeted some pictures and have taken some video, which Larry did here. So. And
word that he is okay.
He has tweeted that he is okay, but he was on this flight from Atlanta to sign his contract tender with the Giants at MetLife Stadium today. And I think everyone, obviously everyone's breathing a sigh of relief that these passengers, 125 passengers and 5 crew members, have all been able to deplane safely, aside from your typical bumps and bruises and a little bit of shock.
Can we ask you about those passengers that you say you saw one on a gurney? Now, we're hearing just bumps and bruises, but could it be possible that there is any more significant injury to any of these passengers?
You know, I just don't have a good sense of that at this point. I don't see a number of medical professionals where I am. I think that I'm close to where they have many of the passengers that were on board. I see mostly police. I see mostly firefighters. I see a lot of airport officials. In fact, I see a large gathering of the people who wear the gray jackets who push people in wheelchairs. I don't know why they're all standing here. But I don't see a lot of medical professionals. You know what I mean? If there were a large number of injuries, I think we would see a large number of medical professionals in gurneys. The one person I saw on a gurney has since exited. So it does appear relatively calm given the situation.
We are so glad that you are okay. Of course, the concern of this wintry weather causing delays, causing cancellations, and then causing this. Norah, thank you so much for taking some time to talk to us.
Okay, I'll see what else I can find out. I'll let you guys know.
Great, Norah. Yeah, get back with us if you do get anything.